Okay, guys and girls, so continuing with our punch block series, let's move into punch block number 2. So I have my partner inside of my guard here, already locked up. I've already broken him down to punch block number 1. Now, as we said, he's going to have a hard time punching my face or fish hooking me, anything like that. I'm relatively safe here. Again, I can't hang out here forever, but as we go and we learn some sweeps and submissions, we're going to see we're fine. But once he realizes he can't punch me in the face, he might decide he's going to dig right into my body. All right? Again, not hateful, but I don't want to take too many of those because they are going to build up and eventually cause some damage. Essentially, he's going to get maybe one off before I defend it with punch block number 2. And here's how that's going to work. As he starts to retract his arm, I'm going to fill the space by bringing my knee and my elbow together. My shin is underneath his bicep. Again, I'm going to use my monkey grip, my thumbless grip on the back of his tricep. Holding that nice and tight, my knee is flaring out. So my elbow and knee are touching together. There's no space. So if Chuck is trying to bring in his arm here, there's no space. He also has a hard time coming outside of it because of my hook. He can't retract that punch. All right? If he pulls out the arm on the other side to punch, I fill the space again, and I do the same thing. Look at how wide my knees are and how tight my elbows are. Now, at this point, I'm keeping my head back a little bit, too, so he can't headbutt me. I don't want to be right in here taking a headbutt. So I'm keeping my head back. Reset him back to punch block number 1. So I'm holding him here in punch block 1. He can't punch me in the face. He decides he's going to hit my body. So now I fill the space. I bring my shin inside, my elbow inside, monkey grip, clamping down on that tricep. My knee is wide. I don't want it in here. If it's too close, he finds space, he gets away. So my knee is flaring out. My elbow is tucking in. Now there's no space. I've got great control over him. As he pulls out on the other side, I fill that space as well, keeping my knees nice and wide. Notice I drop my head back a little bit. I'm not keeping it where he could headbutt me. All right, then I give a little pull in the triceps, I straighten my legs, and I bring him right back in to punch block number 1. So I've got him here in 1, he realizes he can't punch me in the face, so he decides to go after my body. I fill the space, I open the knees. Now, let's take a second to talk about what we're doing here. Once he's in this position, there's a lot he can do, but generally speaking, they fall into 3 categories. He can straighten up and move away from me, which is going to take us to punch block 3. He could start to push on me and drive on me in an attempt to punch me, in which case I straighten my legs and bring him back to punch block number 1. Or he can hang out here kind of confused as to why he can't punch me and why he can't move. And this is where I can set up some of our sweeter techniques, our submissions and our sweeps. Okay? So, one more time, reset him back to 1. He realizes he can't punch me in the face. He decides to go to the body. I block. He tries the other side. I block. I hold on to him for a second. And then when he pushes on the trap door, I spring it right back to punch block number 1. Okay? So let's play with that a little bit. You know, go back and forth with your partner. Punch block 1, punch block 2. Come back, see the future video to add punch block 3 into your mix.